You've been gone for 8 hours. You walk through the door, and it begins. The barking, the spinning, the whining, paws on your chest, a tail wagging so fast it disappears. You've always called it love, but you're wrong. Science says there's something far darker, far deeper behind that door moment than love. And once you learn it, you'll never look at your dog the same way again. In 2013, the University of Padua made a measurement. When dogs were reunited with their owners, tail-wagging frequency increased by 450% compared to their baseline throughout the day. With a stranger, 80%. With a familiar person they liked, 120. With their owner, 450. That's not an increase, that's a cliff. And the reason for that cliff isn't love, it's evolution. Dogs share 99.9% of their DNA with wolves. In wolf packs, survival depended on one thing above all else: the return of a pack member. Packs whose animals felt no overwhelming relief at that return died out. The ones who did survive passed that response on. It was carved into the nervous system over hundreds of thousands of years. Not through training, through selection entirely. And 15,000 years ago, they transferred that response to a new kind of packmate: you. So when your dog greets you at the door, what's actually running is a millions of years old survival program. You are simply that program's trigger. But here's the real question. Is your dog doing this out of genuine happiness? In 2011, the Swedish University of Agricultural Sciences left dogs alone for different lengths of time. Dogs left alone for 2 hours greeted their owners far more intensely than dogs left alone for 30 minutes. Dogs left alone for 4 hours were nearly identical to the 2-hour dogs. As if there was a ceiling. More time didn't produce more greeting. So what was that ceiling? The point where the stress response hit its maximum. The most visibly excited dogs were the dogs that had been the most distressed all day. In 2022, the University of Lincoln studied 96 dogs and found this. The intensity of the greeting was directly proportional to the dog's separation anxiety scores measured during the owner's absence. The more frantic the greeting, the harder the day had been for your dog. So that explosion of excitement? Not a celebration, a pressure release. Your dog isn't greeting you. Your dog is recovering from the stress of your absence. If you're enjoying this video and want to understand your dog's behavior through science, subscribe now. Because what I'm about to tell you will completely change the way you see your dog. Gregory Burns at Emory University spent years training dogs to lie still inside fMRI machines. And what he ultimately found was this. When dogs detected their owner's scent, without seeing them, without hearing them, on scent signal alone, the caudate nucleus in the brain activated. More strongly than food. More strongly than other dogs. More strongly than any other human they had ever met. The caudate nucleus is the same structure in humans that activates when we see the face of someone we love. Before you even open the door, the moment your dog hears your car or feels the vibration of your footsteps, that circuit has already started firing. When you walk in, you're not seeing the beginning of the greeting. You're seeing the peak of a process that began minutes ago. You don't trigger the greeting, you only complete it. And now we've reached the part that will genuinely unsettle you. That greeting might be showing you not how happy your dog is, but how distressed they are. Veterinary behaviorists describe two types of greeting. The first, secure attachment greeting. The dog walks over, wags, asks for a brief touch, and moves on. The second, hyper-attached greeting. The dog that can't settle, climbs on you repeatedly, keeps vocalizing long after you've been home. The first is a dog saying, "I knew you'd come back." The second is a dog saying, "I was afraid you were never coming back." And here's the critical mistake most dog owners make: rewarding that frantic greeting with affection. Research shows that reinforcing this response deepens the dog's separation anxiety. Thinking you're showing love, you're actually feeding the fear. So what should you do? Research from the University of Veterinary Medicine, Vienna, showed that ignoring the greeting entirely isn't the solution either. Cortisol levels stayed the same while dogs simply stopped showing the need, not stopped having it. The goal isn't a dog that looks calm from the outside. It's a dog that is genuinely calm on the inside. The most effective approach is this. When you come home, enter quietly, wait for your dog to calm down, and then, only then, give them attention. Done consistently, the dog's brain builds a new connection. When I'm calm, I get attention. The stress cycle breaks. And this time, real trust is built. Research by Miho Nagasawa at Azabu University, published in the journal Science, found this. When you and your dog look into each other's eyes, oxytocin, the bonding hormone, rises in both of your brains simultaneously. The same loop, two different species, a mechanism no other animal on Earth shares with humans. This evolved over 15,000 years, not through training, through living together. So that moment at the door is genuinely special. But what makes it special isn't a raw explosion of love, it's two nervous systems running a synchronization protocol thousands of years in the making. Your dog may love you, but that greeting comes from need before it comes from love. And understanding that need is the only way to truly help your dog. If watching this video changed the way you see your dog's greeting, subscribe and leave a comment below. How does your dog greet you? Calm or frantic? In the next video, I'll be telling you the real reason your dog follows you everywhere around the house. And the science and psychological truth behind that behavior is far more surprising than you'd expect.